Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Darla and my channel is DK Boljat. And I am painting on a little female Anna's hummingbird. And I've shown this before, but there's the image. Hopefully it's not reflecting too much. I'm gonna add today, I'm gonna add a little bit of more green in her body and a little bit more of the gray. So I'm so glad you're here with me. And if you want to paint along with me, I've got a 3/0 round, and also this is a mini fan, and it is a 10-0. It's just tiny. It works really well. I'm gonna grab some white because I need white. I should always have white here, but yeah, a little bit of the white. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. And I hope, do you paint or are you just watching for entertainment? Just to see how somebody might come up with a hummingbird on their painting, you know. Either way is good. I'm glad you're here. So this green's kind of a bright green. It's called middle green. And I don't know, I'll show you. I'll show you the color of it because I'm probably gonna crop down to this little bird. But there's the color of the middle green. And I'm mixing it with this gray that I have from previous classes, where if I just mix all the colors together, there's gonna be white in there, invariably, and so it's gonna be gray. And so this is a shade of gray that's a little bit green, but I'm adding more green to it to make it look like the hummingbird's feathers. I can come in here and just put that underneath her little wing. And I'm making little feather. I'm just doing little dots kind of with my brush. And it goes all the way down her tail. Her wings are gray and kind of transparent where the her feathers are in the wings. And these are to hold, I have the rulers to hold everything down. So I also see green on her head, but not so green. So I'm gonna make it less green by adding more gray. And I'll just put that in there. And just little dot, I'm suggesting feathers. So we'll just do little dots to suggest the feathers. When I finish this, I'm gonna bring it down to Cedar and Stone, which is a store here in Sherwood. And it will be framed and available for $39. You know, it's been that price for a long time, and I still have yet to raise the price on it, but yes, it will be $39 in 2025 in March. It's a little 2.5 by 3.5 inch original, and yeah, I'm probably going to raise that price this year. Maybe I'll go to 45, you know, instead, but it's been $39 for a long time. And they sell well, so I might raise it. But right now, that's what I'm gonna do with it. And it'll be in a little frame. I buy the little frames at online. Okay, her eye is a little bit, I don't know, square. I'm gonna get that little bit of green underneath it to soften it. And then I've got a little bit more white, put that on there. And the white is gonna be accenting her eye. And also there's like a little dot in the eye, you know, a little reflection of light. I can put that in there, which gives the illusion of it being an eyeball instead of it just being black, flat, you know. So I'm getting a little bit of white on here. And her white is is actually, I don't know, I would say sort of a light gray. I'm gonna go a little bit light gray and add that in there. I'm just mixing it with this sort of gray green that I've got here. Not the green that I mixed in, but actually the gray that was here. I'm adding a little bit of white to it. Yeah, just a little bit. And some water. I'm using the brush. There we go, that'll work. And maybe a little bit more, because I'm thinking we'll need some lighter for where it's almost white. I don't want to take over the whole white. but that's probably pretty good right there. Okay, I'm gonna call it good. And then I'm just gonna paint that down the side here. Whoops, that was an accident. This popped up from underneath there, but that's okay. So what I can do is take a wet Q-tip and just take that off. There we go. And take her eye back and get that off her head. And another Q-tip, clean, and it just wipes off. There we go. And I'll be able to put that green back on her head. So that's fine. I'll put this back underneath the lip here, and should get a little thing to hold them in so I can paint it without having it pop up like that. There we go. Just bring that around her eye. Hummingbirds are so intricate and beautiful. I'm just mesmerized. When I see them, I feel so honored that they came by, flew by me. Bringing some light to her wings, just a little bit. I'm gonna blend that in. I've got a fan brush here. And the fan brush is moving it pretty well. I did put a little water on it just now. And yeah, I think that helps a little bit with the wings. They're not so gray. Can go a little bit lighter going out. And her wings are coming, the little feathers are getting larger. Or longer, I suppose would be the way to say it. There we go. That's plenty. I don't need to take it all off. I'm taking it all off here. Put it back on. I can sop up the puddle here. There we go. And again, I'll do the light gray. It's a real light gray. Let me try it again. Acrylics are very forgiving. I think that oil paint is even more so forgiving. It's like my favorite to, well, it's not like my favorite, it is my favorite to paint with. But I typically will start with acrylic and then I'll paint oil over it because it gives more depth to it. I'm going to do the same thing over here with some of the area because it's on her feathers. They're see-through. Come on, stay down there. Stay right on there. All right, I'm going to bring them out and then I'll take off the excess. I'm gonna put the little dot in her eye too, just for fun. That's one of my favorite parts to do, is putting a little dot of light in her eye. And it is gonna be right here in the center, above, middle, high. Yeah, a little bit longer. Yeah, that's good, I like that. So that's good. And then I'm going to get a little bit light gray and go right on her neck. I think she's just about done. A little bit more white with that. Well, I've been painting on her for a few paintings, so. And then a little bit of white comes across the front. She has white intermixed on her torso. She could be molting, I don't know. It looks like she might be in the picture. Oh, there we go. And then a little bit right below her eye, a little bit more white. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Blend it out with the fan brush. And with these cards, I don't sign them on the front with my paint signature. I sign them on the back with a pencil and put the copyright on there, and that works. I enjoy doing these because it's kind of like a non-committal art project. It doesn't take that much time, you know. It takes, well, this one took a few hours, but over time, but I am thinking, the only thing that's really bugging me about this is her little wing. So I'm thinking I'm gonna get some green and gray and bring it right up underneath her wing, where this little part is sort of shadowy and gray. I'm just gonna put that in there and bring it so that it's now green right underneath there. And she still has her gray where her wing is. Yeah, I think that's good. I'm gonna call her good and just be done. So I'm so glad you joined me today. Please subscribe to my channel at DK Boljat. And yeah, if you leave a comment, that's great. I'm happy to